Well, with the NFL season a few weeks away, we have a lot of questions about America's team. Let's rock and we'll get into the discussion. All right, what's going on, guys? My name is Antonio, and welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast. Today, I am going over the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. But this team, after losing a load of key pieces in the offseason, they lost a lot of major weapons, including Jonathan Hankins, that went to my Seattle Seahawks, which was one of their main big run stopping pieces. They also lost Darren Armstrong, Stephon Gilmore, Van Der Esch due to retirement to his neck injury, rest his career in peace, and also along with Tony Pollard, Michael Gallup, Tyron Smith, and a few others that I cannot name at this exact moment in time. But the Cowboys, after the Eagles had a much better offseason than the Cowboys did, the Philadelphia Eagles now stand as the top favorite to win the NFC East. Ahead of the Cowboys and just trailing the Cowboys is the Washington Commanders and, of course, the New York Giants, which are both swamps. But the question is, even though the Cowboys are this diminished, can the Dallas Cowboys still be a threat in the NFC? So I'm going to go over reasons why they are or aren't. I'm going to go over what they need to do to be a threat and also what challenges lie in their path. So before we get started, I wanted to mention two things. First, I did want to mention, if we can, I am trying to aim for 375 subscribers before the beginning of the NFL season next year. If we can hit that margin, that would be great. And the date that I'm trying to aim for to hit that by is September 5th between the Ravens and the Chiefs. So if we can hit that margin, that would be incredible. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please make sure to smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's get this discussion underway. So, the Cowboys. We all know they're good during the regular season, but mainly it's the postseason that is when they diminish. Let me go over some statistics during their time in the playoffs. For the last few years since their last Super Bowl championship, they are 4 and 11. 4 and 11. And the Cowboys, they've gone 12 and 5 for the past 3 years. And we all are wondering, how do you go 12 and 5 3 straight times and not even make an NFC championship appearance? Because when you're 12 and 5, you should at least make the playoff, make the NFC championship. And the Cowboys are actually the first team in NFL history to have 3 straight back-to-back 12 and 5 seasons and not even make an NFC championship, for crying out loud. That's how bad the Cowboys are. But the Cowboys, they have lost a lot of key pieces. They lost everything. But they still got Michael Gallup. I mean, not Michael Gallup. They still got CeeDee Lamb. They still got Brandon Cook. They still got Jake Ferguson. And they brought Zeke back, which is probably going to play center again. And they still have Dak Prescott on offense. You still got Trevon Diggs on defense, who is still an overrated cornerback, by the way. Also, along with Deron Bland, that set the NFL season record with pick sixes, and also Micah Parsons. That is not a lot, and we all already know how bad the Cowboys are at drafting. And to state this, I looked up every single pick from the Dallas Cowboys. Tyler Guyton from Oklahoma, who is an overrated tackle. I know he's bigger than uh, Tyron Smith, but we gotta see it from him first. Marshawn Nealand, an edge rusher out of Western Michigan. We all know that Western Michigan is not a top Power 5 conference, and they're just bad. Also along with Cooper Beebe from Kansas State. They didn't do much last year. Murphist Lifu from Notre Dame. They have not done much this past few years, which my friend Tobias now entered the transfer portal, who played with them for a while. Kalen Carson, a corner from Wake Forest that plays in one of the weakest Power 5 conferences in the ACC. Then, wide receiver Ryan Flournoy from Southeast Missouri State. Don't know of Southeast Missouri, never heard of it. And then Nathan Thomas from Louisiana. Don't know where that is either because it is not a Power 5 conference. I know that people are probably going to get on me, but it is a fact. The Cowboys have been trashed for the past few years. They have not made a NFC Championship appearance or Super Bowl appearance since the year of 1999. And we all know that the Cowboys are trying to get back there. How do you go back there if you cannot even win on the road, by the way? Don't let me remind you that you are 4-5 on the road last season. 4-5 on the road. And one of them came against the Arizona Cardinals, who are bad. They are just bad. And when you're going into a schedule where you have one of the hardest schedules in the NFL, you have got to show up. And I'm going to look up the Cowboys schedule as a matter of fact right now because there are so many of them that I believe are mismatches. First week is against the Cleveland Browns, which is Tom Brady's first game announcing this game. I actually just heard it. Speaking of my friend Tobias from Notre Dame, he just went to the California Golden Bears, which hopefully he does better there. But anyways, then they go against the Saints, which should be relatively decent. If they lose that one, then there's going to be a lot of concern. Then they play the Ravens, which are probably the Ravens are going to probably whoop their behind because they're much more better than the Cowboys. Then they play the Giants, which should be easily a bag of chips. Then they play the Pittsburgh Steelers, which I'm hoping they beat Russell Wilson. Then they rematch up with the Lions, which the Lions will get their revenge. The 49ers, then on Sunday night of that week, which the Niners always spank the Cowboys whenever they meet. Then they go against Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons, which their offense is more stacked than the Cowboys. Then against Philly in Dallas, which I could see them winning that one because it's at home. They do better at home whenever it's against the Eagles. Then they have the Battle of Texas against the Houston Texans. The Texans are more all in than you guys right now. Then you got the Washington Commanders that could be a sleeper team. We don't know what they're going to do. Then the Giants, you should easily beat them. Bengals, they're always a tough juggernaut. I see you losing that one. Then against Carolina, you shouldn't lose that one, but if you do, there's going to be a lot of concern right there because they're one of the worst teams in the league. Then Tampa Bay, which should be a close game. It should be relatively close. And then on the road in Philly, I see you losing that one. And then at home against the Commanders, I could see this team going 9-8 because this roster is not as stacked as it originally was. The Cowboys are going against the Gauntlet division, which is called the AFC North.
No, 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 no. Wait, wait, wait. Wait, 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 wait.
And we all know that AFC North opponents are one of the toughest opponents and divisions in the NFL. So if you are going to show yourselves, you need to go 4-0 against the NFC North. You got to beat every single one of them. No excuses. If you are really what you say you are, which is a Super Bowl contender, you got to prove it because you have to go unbeaten against this division. You have to beat every last AFC opponent, every last AFC North opponent, because it is the hardest division in the NFL. You have got to beat everyone from that division: the Bengals, the Ravens, the Browns, and the Steelers, which the Steelers I could easily see because they're terrible. But the other three, the Browns, Bengals, and Ravens, those are going to be difficult challenges because they are high juggernaut teams. They are very tough. They got tough defenses and offenses. You are going to have your work cut out for you if you're the Dallas Cowboys. But, anyways, man. But, anyways, that is my thoughts on this. But the Cowboys, you're going to have some tough troubles ahead of you this season. I'm just going to say that right now. But let me know in the comments what you guys think down in the comment section below. What record do you guys think the Cowboys are going to have? Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think they're going to make the playoffs? And if they are they going to be a division winner, which is highly unlikely? Or do you think they're going to be a wild card team? But let me know in the comments below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you all in the next one. Ciao for now.